What's up, PV Poppers? We are back with the part 2 of the GLISCOR by the numbers episode. In this episode, we are going to break down two really great battles with my opponent who has GLISCOR. My GLISCOR is not ready yet, unfortunately. But just some quick housekeeping at the top of the episode here. I am trying to get to Portland Mega Cup, so if you could, please go ahead and donate to my my GoFundMe. I also started a Patreon. If you guys want to be one of my first Patreons, that would be amazing. I'm holding a basically like a contest. The 75th and 100th subscribers will be getting a $10 gift card. I did change this contest a little bit. It kind of came to my attention that people might not be subscribing because they want to be the 75th or 100th. So basically, whatever video is up at the time that I go over those thresholds, I will be doing a random comment picker, and the person that comments, likes, and is already subscribed to the channel will be winning a $10 gift card to an app store of their choice. As you can see on this graphic, I went ahead and put GLISCOR in its place, and it takes out all fighters and tanks, and most of the ghosts are going to be taking it down. The only real counter that you're going to get to GLISCOR is going to be something like an Ice Fang Drapion or an Icy Wind Driftblim. Charizard's also really good, and Haunter also works. So we're going to go ahead and pause this matchup and take a closer look at what's really going on here. As you can see, with the wing attack version of GLISCOR, you are able to just about farm down, Machamp. As you can see here, you can actually forego the second Night Slash, leaving you with 77 energy and 4 health, which is just enough to throw an Earthquake at the next opponent, which is very, very nice. Alright, so back into the match, and GLISCOR is about to destroy me with an Earthquake. See you later, Machamp. In comes Probopass, and as you can see, that Earthquake now is doing super effective damage. Both charge moves are not very effective, and I'm going to go ahead and throw out this Rock Slide here, trying to get GLISCOR out of this match as soon as possible, because he is a pain in the ass. I'm telling you, you guys got to have some sort of ice on your team. Drapion, Charizard actually is a great option. So Earthquake, one hit, see you later. In comes Medicham. Down goes GLISCOR finally, and in comes Clefable, basically our worst nightmare. And all of our fighting moves are going to be not very effective, and just a last-ditch effort trying to throw whatever I can. But this match is over. That is the true power of GLISCOR. Now here's how you counter GLISCOR. We're going to have Charizard up against GLISCOR in the lead match here. As you can see, Fury Cutter is... we're immune to Fury Cutter, as well as Earthquake is going to be not very effective against us. So that's one of the main reasons why we are able to beat GLISCOR in this scenario, is because we resist many of his good attacks. So he's just going to be throwing Night Slash this whole time. This is a very, very tight match, but Charizard is able to pull it out. And Charizard has so much use in this cup with no waters running around that I highly recommend it being on your team. I might even do a video on him just to show how great he is in the Rose Cup. So down goes GLISCOR. We have just a little bit of health left. I probably should have switched out there so that I didn't give Haunter that fast move of energy. In comes Wigglytuff. Out goes Wigglytuff. In comes Machamp. And as you can see, those charms are doing 25 damage per. It's insane. That's like I don't know, that's insane. It's a lot. That's like a whole charge move of energy per fast attack. And then this is a very, very interesting matchup. The Wigglytuff Clefable matchup is very, very similar to the Dragonair Mirror that we had just a few cups ago. So as you can see from the base stats here, we have very similar attack, but our defense is where it really, really matters. Our defense on Wigglytuff is only 71 compared to Clefable's 111. But then again, Wigglytuff's stamina is almost double of Clefable. I did a little math, and at 25 damage per charm on Clefable's side and 14 damage per charm on Wigglytuff's side, it's actually about 10% of their total health per fast move. So as you can see there, the person that throws the charge move is going to lose. Without a doubt, do not throw a charge move if you're going charm versus charm. It's not a good idea. What happens is instead of doing 14 or 25 damage, a shielded charge attack will only do 1 damage. So while your opponent is doing 25 damage to you or 14 damage to you, you are only doing 1. As you can see, when you get rid of the charge moves, it is a simultaneous KO, which is awesome. And it's exactly what you want, because you don't want to give your opponent that switch advantage, right? Back into the match, we are going to go with our Wigglytuff versus Haunter, and Haunter is going to be going down quick. So that is a perfect example of how to counter a GLISCOR. Alright, these next couple of matchups have no GLISCOR in them. They're just straight Rose Cup battles. And I do want to take this time to please tell you guys to please, subscribe, ring the bell, like, and definitely comment if you want a chance at winning that $10 gift card for the 75th and 100th subscribers. Alright, so down goes Medicham, in comes Charizard, he throws in his Haunter, and I'm going to go ahead and throw out a bait Dragon Claw, hoping to get that shield, which I do. He's going to go ahead and throw out a Shadow Punch, but I was not sure of what damage output was coming out of that, so I just went ahead and shielded just in case, and I'm going to go ahead and throw out a Blast Burn, grabbing that last shield from him, and down goes Charizard. With a quick little Shadow Punch, you can go down. Then I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Probopass. Down goes Haunter. Back in comes Lickitung, and I'm going to go ahead and throw out the Magna Bomb, since Steel is super effective against Fairy. Lickitung is a really weird looking dude. I imagine him definitely catching a case with that tongue out all the time. Can you imagine him on the subway? Jesus Christ. Anyways, down goes Wigglytuff, in comes Gramble, down goes Gramble, in comes Licky rather, and he's gonna try his best to get me down, but that Hyper Beam didn't do nothing, and down goes Licky. Alright, for the next match, we are going Alolan Marowak versus Skarmory. Very interesting matchup. Should be pretty good for both of them, to be honest with you. I'm going to go ahead and throw out the Shadow Ball right off the bat, trying to hope that he thinks that I'm going to bait with a Bone Club, since a Bone Club wouldn't do anything to the Skarmory. In comes Nidoking. I have been having a little bit of trouble with Nidoking. It doesn't show very many wins against the concentrated meta, but it is a pain in the ass. With Earth Power and Sludge Wave as 2 nukes, it could be pretty interesting in the late game, to be honest with you. So I'm doing some work with my Char here, Char Binks, trying to farm down that Nidoking. Now we are stocked up with energy. I'm going to try to grab a shield out of him, throwing out this Dragon Claw. But I don't, and I realize that he doesn't have any shields after that. And I really got to start paying attention more to what the shield situation is. My memory is not so good. So back in comes Skarmory, throwing out that Sky Attack. Down goes Charizard. In comes Alolan Marowak, throwing out that Shadow Ball, taking down the Skarm, and that is game. Alright, next round. We got Medicham versus Probopass. That's a great lead for me. Out goes Probe, in comes Wig, out goes Medicham, and in comes Probopass. So, I am noticing that Rose Cup is very, very rock, paper, scissors. It's very lead dependent. So you're going to have to be looking for meta breakers out there. Something like GLISCOR, Drapion, things that have very few weaknesses, lots of resistances, and beat more than one group of Pokemon. So, you've got your fighters, your tanks, and your anti-fighters, basically, right? So you're going to need to find something that's going to be able to beat both, two groups. GLISCOR beats the fighters and the tanks. I like Sableye because it can beat all of the ghosts and then also take on some of the flyers with its power gem. We have two fighters against each other there. The champ is going to be going up against Probopass. So a double fighter strat may be very interesting. On stream with J-Farm last night, we were looking into Medicham's different move sets, and Power Up Punch and Psychic is very comparable to Dynamic Punch, Ice Punch. So that's an interesting fact to know. Next match here, we got Charizard going against Glalie. Glalie is another possible choice for a GLISCOR counter, which is interesting. Anything with ice is going to be a great GLISCOR counter, but you're definitely going to want something that is going to be able to do other things as well. And Drapion with Ice Fang, Fellstinger, and Aqua Tail is a champion. Oh my god, I have Drapion is actually the next by the numbers that I'm going to do, and it is amazing. It can really get out of control if you don't get Drapion, if you don't kill Drapion right away, right? Because those Fellstingers add up, and that Ice Fang is no joke. Not a lot of things resisting ice in this meta, so you're going to be able to do work. You're going to be able to chunk down a lot of Pokemon. Down goes Medicham. In comes Probopass. He's going to be throwing out some sort of ghost move, and I'm not going to block. I don't block anything from Haunter here, so he can just throw whatever he likes. A Dark Pulse hurt a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. But man, look at him. He's just throwing out charge move after charge move after charge move. Down goes Glalie. In comes Steelix. And luckily, I switch immediately into Charizard and throw a Blast Burn out very quickly, completely deleting Steelix. Back in comes Haunter. And I'm going to throw out this Dragon Claw just for fun because I know how squishy Haunter is. And see you later, baby. Alright. I think we got a couple more rounds here. Charizard versus Probopass. That is not great for us. Not great at all. But it looks like this Probopass was using Spark. In this cup, Probopass is going to want Rock Throw, Rock Slide, Magnet Bomb. For sure. Those rock throws are going to be doing great against the fire types and the flying types. It just has more damage, and you don't really need Spark the way you did in Fusion Cup? Fusion Cup. And I always forget what the last cup was. My memory goes very quick. It's like, what did I do 30 seconds ago? Alright, in comes Probopass, and I don't know why I'm not switching out immediately. I think that fire is good against steel, but we all get our wires crossed sometimes. So in comes Alolan Marowak. I'm going to go ahead and shield this Rock Slide because we all know Rock is super effective against fire. In comes Drifblim. I am working on making a Drifblim because Drifblim with Icy Wind, Hex, and Ominous Wind or Shadow Ball is amazing. So this is actually the last battle, and I really appreciate you guys. Please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget about the contest. Comment below if you want a chance to win that $10 gift card. Like, comment, subscribe, share, retweet, whatever you got to do. Help me out to grow this channel. And check out my part 1 of GLISCOR by the numbers. Thank you very much.